Good morning. This is Bill from out of Europa, Naples, and I have a nice free and clear morning. Look at that, we do have an ibis swooping in down there. But otherwise, no weed whackers, nothing going on, no menacing anything, so we're going to go forward. Now, I have to say, when I saw that we had a Mustang coming in on trade, I was initially excited because I presumed from the way it looked that it was going to be a V8, it was going to be nasty. I heard it was a stick shift. I was going to go out and do some traffic mayhem. And then I found out it was a V6 Premium Convertible. And I was disappointed because I'll tell you what, when I was a kid, or, you know, what passes for a kid or young adult, whatever you want to call it, 1990, 91, that sort of thing, we hung out at this parking lot with our hot rods and, went out and did degenerate things in our cars and ran from the cops and all kinds of awful traffic mayhem. But if you showed up in a Mustang with anything less than 8 cylinders, you might as well have been wearing a dress and sipping a Zima. I mean, it was bad. That's what the girls showed up in to support their boyfriend in the GT40 intake, under-pulleyed Fox body Mustang GT. It certainly wasn't what the guys drove. That's changed. I'm absolutely amazed at what this secretary's car has become. This V6 has 305 horsepower, one more than the competing Camaro pony car of the same year. That's actually a pretty astounding amount of horsepower because it's only about 10 less than the last Mustang GT with the 4.6 liter had, and it's significantly more horsepower than the incredible, 1969 Boss 302 muscle car had. So, this thing is not to be taken lightly. This one is finished in performance white. It has what's called the pony package that adds those little pony emblems on the fenders, the 18-inch wheels, the fog lamps, the rear spoiler, little bits and pieces like that. Nice package. The premium gives you leather, it gives you a power seat, TrackApps package, some other little bits and pieces. All Mustangs have these really good looking HID headlamps with little LEDs swooped off to the side. The pony adds this special grille at the front, and otherwise, they've really made this thing a damn good looking car. Now you can see, again, the styling on the car is very classically American, very lovely, exactly what you'd expect from a pony car. They sell the hell out of these things because they're pretty fun to drive, they're very reliable, and they're frankly affordable for what they are. Anyway, let's start inside the trunk. Again, love that decklet spoiler. These are all LED surround tail lamps. They do that swoop out thing with the turn signals that's kind of cool and vintage. Look at those big, scary looking stainless twice pipes at the bottom. Again, the non-8 cylinder Mustangs of my youth didn't have anything like that. All right, you can see it's got some donuts in the back. It must be Friday, so the guys are going to have that. I'm a little nervous about them, so I've got them wedged in here. But look at the nice size trunk you get with this 4-seat convertible. You're going to get golf clubs in there. You're going to get whatever you need in the back of this thing. The pony package also gives you these special mats with a little pony embroidery on them. But anyway, the cargo area is kind of high. You have to get over these great barrier wall taillights. But once you do, you end up with a pretty nice sized trunk. Little rubber whip antenna. Now with the top down, it kind of folds into this neat package here. Very, very quick top. You just unlatch 2 things at the front, hit the button, back it goes in about 15 seconds. They've also very thoughtfully given you flip down rear headrests, so if it impedes your vision with those up, you'll be able to knock them down and you're good to go. Let's have a quick look under the hood. All right, I found this exceptionally hard to do with 2 hands, never mind 1. They've got this latch just kind of buried down here, unless I'm hitting it wrong. Then it's kind of a heavy trunk because, heavy hood because it has a prop rod instead of struts. But there it is. There's that 305 horsepower, variable, good Lord, what a mouthful for a Friday. Let me start over. 305 horsepower, variable valve timing, V6, putting out 305 HP. I think I was redundant there. Doesn't matter. Pretty incredible advanced technological motor, because not only does it put out pretty V8-ish performance figures, it also turns in really great gas mileage. I want to say in the stick car, it's 19 city, 29 highway, which is pretty damn impressive. You see this has that brace between the strut towers there, which is interesting because I thought that only came on the performance package cars. But anyway, you see it there. You see how mint everything is under the hood of this super low mileage car, ready for the Mustang shows. You want to go wreck it at a Cars and Coffee, it's ready for you to do that. Anyway, everything looks nice and proper under there. I'm going to close the hood and try not to say variable valve timing for a little while. Yeah, I think you also get these color-coded mirrors on the Pony package. It's actually a pretty significant package. All right, inside you can see this very attractive leather seating. The soft beige leather contrasts very nicely with the black around it. And it does, you know, hearken to earlier Mustangs, while of course at the same time being very comfortable and modern, quite unlike earlier Mustangs. You know, also unlike earlier Mustangs, this thing doesn't creak, groan, and snap over every bump in the road. So it's got that going for it. Door panel, nice material, not super expensive looking, but you see you got LED lights everywhere. This thing lights up blue like the Starship Enterprise at night. Kind of cool. Anyway, nice leather colored inserts in the doors. You see the big speaker from that shaker system. You got your power windows, locks, mirrors, and everything looking nice and tight there. You also have this driver power seat with lumbar. Mystifyingly, Ford hasn't quite figured out how to do a power recline yet on their seat, so that is a manual adjustment, but it works fine. Okay, also Pony package, I believe. You get these automatic headlamps with the fogs, and Mercedes style, to get the fogs going, you just pull the switch out. You got a little dimmer here. Real nice stuff. Let's get our seatbelt on. Alright, so even though it's got LEDs virtually everywhere, it does have these Thomas Edison style bulbs up here, which cast an unpleasant pale yellow glow on the seats when you're trying to photograph them. We got our gear shift in neutral and fire it up. Okay, so when I got in this thing, this was some of the first indications to me that this was not the Mustang that I was expecting. Look at how fast that defrost works. I love it. And that was all this gauge detail here. So now when the lights are on, let's see if I can get some glow going. It's going to be hard to see, but we're going to try. I can go into the menu here. Let's see. Gauge mode. To view. No, that's not it. All right, well, we can see all the different gauges there. No, we don't want gauge mode. We want settings, I believe. Let's go to settings. Okay, so my color. So now you can go into that sucker and do these halos here in gauge colors. So our halo light is on, our halo color. Let's try green. It's going to be hard to see again because it's almost light out. But now the surrounds of those gauges are all lit up green. Oh boy, I hear planes coming. Where's that? It's helicopters. That's even worse. Where's he at? There he goes. Island hopper scheme. Hopefully he just keeps going. Anyway, so you can change the halo color on the outside. You can change the gauge color on the inside. I set it to green because it's my favorite color. It does clash a little bit with the blue LED lighting from these readouts here, but who the hell cares? I like it. But otherwise, you can set it to whatever color you want. It's kind of cool. You do have this very attractive, sporty-looking steering wheel with the Pony guy in the middle. You got multi-function stuff. It's incredible how many controls they fit into that. You know, it has nice brushed nickel spokes everywhere. Just very lovely to grip, nice to feel. Ditto this dash that was updated for this, I want to say 11 through 14 models. Nice chrome trim around the vents with the brushed nickel looking, very classic Mustang, you know, the way it's set up with the two humps on either side of the dash. Got a little 12-volt outlet here. Kind of a weird high place for one. I guess if you want a radar detector. There it is. You got the shaker audio system with, you know, I don't know, 8 or 12 speakers. All your presets. It also has Bluetooth, satellite radio. Down here you've got your climate control. Very, very nice, very simple. The radio has volume and tuning, which I like, so real easy to tune, just like you're in a 68 Mustang. More my speed. Who do we got this morning? What was that, 38 special? Not bad. All right, we'll keep that going. It's got Microsoft Sync, so it's real easy to connect to your phone. You can turn your traction control off here. Again, if you want to wreck outside of Cars and Coffee, this will open your trunk. And here's this fantastic 6-speed manual gearbox. So that works very, very, very well. You got some cup holders here, also with ambient lighting. Waving at the neighbors. You got this giant console thing back here with a 12-volt outlet, a USB, and auxiliary input. That looks like a place to put your toll coins, if you still have such a thing. And anyway, probably also harkening back to earlier Mustangs. In here you got a set of books, and oh, we had a window sticker. I don't think we did. Oh yeah, look at that, we did. All right, let's see what this thing cost. All right. Bear with me, I haven't watched this either. God, everything is so hard. I mean, why God didn't give us 3 hands? If only he had, or she, or whatever you're supposed to say in this modern era. Anyway, if only, you know, our fierce and angry God had figured out we'd have cell phones. Okay, so I don't have my glasses on, so it's hard to see. So I'm going to zoom in there and hold it so I can read it later. It also looks like this was some kind of a special order car, which is kind of cool. I see the total MSRP was 33 grand, which seems expensive for a non-V8 Mustang. Let's get our defrost going again. And where's it at here? What do we got? The equipment group. There's the pony package, the license plate bracket, tape stripe delete. That's good because that thing looked stupid on the cars I saw online. Vinyl convertible roof and stone. Anyway, nicely equipped car. We got 2 keys, again, 24,000 miles on the clock, and pretty well kept. So let's get that back in there. And all right. Oh, before I go, because if I do this on the road, I'm gonna crash into something. But I want you to see these incredible apps. Now, I talked about my days of being a traffic degenerate. Well, if I had this, I don't even want to think what would have happened. So we've got an accelerometer, which is interesting. So that's a G meter for, you know, braking, skid pad. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're on the outer limits of that circle, you better not be watching that gauge. But anyway, there it is. It says track use only. Yeah, right, cough. And pretty neat stuff. It gets cooler though. So we've got an acceleration timer. We can do 0 to 30, 0 to 60, 0 to 100, standing quarter mile or standing eighth mile. On the 0 to 60, standing quarter mile. I mean, this is what we used to do. So we could do an automatic start or a countdown start. Check this out. Countdown start, press OK to begin. We got a Christmas tree, for Christ's sake. So I hit this. I'm not going to do this out of the driveway as much as I'd love to. Hit OK. Look at that. It counts down the tree. Green. Bam. I mean, oh my God. If I had that as a kid, I don't even want to think what would have happened. But of course, kids today are more interested in some stupid thing called Minecraft or Call of Duty than they are, you know, driving cars into trees. So maybe that's a good thing. All right, that's acquiring data. Let's end. Test canceled. Let's go for, oh, did I ever show you the top? Let me do that real quick. Ah, the hell with it. You can look online at the pictures. It works nice. It's a beige soft top. And away we go. So nice sound out of that 6. Again, not at all what I was expecting. You know what? We probably should put the top up because I'm going to get that stupid crackly thing as I accelerate. So let me just pause here for a minute. Get into neutral. Here's our button right here. We're going to push that. Look at that. Comes up real fast. Well, not real fast, but comparatively fast. Compared to it not coming up at all. Oh, look at that. Garage door openers. Home link. Nice. All right, so reaching over with one bloody hand. Oh, that's why I didn't get that all. Oh, damn it. All right, let's do that again. There we go. So it's got to be beneath the latch for that to be easy. Otherwise, you're straining yourself like Popeye. All right, windows up. that runs the two backs at once, the single button. I bet that saved him some money. And then we got the parking brake engaged. God, I'm making a botch of this. Okay, it's off. All right, let's go. Should be a little quieter in here. So nicely, even with the top up, you still get a little bit of that engine noise, which is real pleasant to hear. Oh God, I still want to use these TrackApps. Let's see if it's quiet out here. Real quick, so nice driving, nice response from the electrically assisted steering, nice feel from the brakes, everything just sort of lovely. Is that a light bar or is that okay, it's a luggage rack in a BMW. Let's see if I can do a real quick 0 to 30. Automatic start, press OK, accelerate. Okay, I'm really pussyfooting it there. Nowhere near the red line. All right, there it gives us our elapsed time, 3.1 seconds. That's a really crappy 0 to 30 time, but I am holding an iPhone and I don't want to immediately get arrested this morning. But you get the point. How much fun is that to play with? This is so unlike the non-V8 Mustangs of my youth. Oh my God, this thing would have laid waste to most of the crap we were driving back then. I want to say it's well under 15 seconds, the quarter mile, even under 6 seconds for 0 to 60. So this thing's a bit of a screamer. Anyway, if you have an interest, 2014 Mustang V6 Premium Convertible with pony package, leather, power seat, 24,000 miles, handshaker, gotta love it. Not going to find many handshakers out there, special ordered that way. If you have an interest, give us a call, 239-649-7300. On the web at mercedesexpert.com. This morning we're going to be Mustang drivers, and oh, look at that bird trying to kill himself. Anyway, there it is. Cool stuff. Thanks for looking. We'll see you with the next one. Take care.